What is up, guys, and welcome to another video. The Knicks lose 111-106 to the Indiana Pacers. Now, I want to first talk about how good of a basketball game this was. Fan bias aside, this basketball game was great. It was two teams that are battling on the floor. A lot of twisted ankles. Don't know how they're going to play, as JJ Redick said. Don't know how they're going to play tomorrow at 3:30. But look, hey, uh, everybody was falling on the floor. Tyrese doesn't look good in his press conference where he's walking down, holding onto the railings. But again, everybody's tired after these type of games. I think the Knicks play like that. They're gonna have to win this series by out hustling them, and they've done this the whole entire done this their whole entire year. And the Pacers did win a game, which was very winnable for the Knicks, especially with OG out. Um, half of Jalen Brunson, not even half, like 1/4 of Jalen Brunson. Um, but yeah, it was a great basketball game. Two teams just effort, and we don't really see a lot of that. We see a lot of letting people walk to the basket, but I think both teams were really lacking defensively. The Pacers are not a good defensive team, but they held the Knicks to 106 points. I know the Knicks are missing a lot of players, but that's very impressive. I think that's still very impressive. First punch was by Indiana. I think when you're up, when you're down 2-0, and especially when you go back home, the energy's in your favor, and you're going to give them the first punch. I mean, you saw even on the road the Denver Nuggets giving the Minnesota Timberwolves the punch, and then the Minnesota Timberwolves couldn't respond. So even if you're away, it's just when you're down 2-0, you always expect when you're up 2-0 going into another arena, you always expect a punch to be given by the other team. Basketball wise, of course, no one's dying like that. You would think with everybody falling on the floor, but hey, first punch by Indy, we responded, and the Knicks responded very well. And I was like, hey, the Knicks have gotten punched like that a lot, and because they've been up 2-0, and they usually always respond. Maybe they won't win the whole entire game, but that's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about, can the Knicks respond? The Knicks did. Good job by Alec Burks, professional basketball player. That's all it is. He's put the professional basketball player. I said it about Evan Fournier. I said it about I said it about Kemba. Did I say that about Kemba? I have no clue. But I said that about a lot of players who got benched by Tom Thibodeau, who were just staying ready. Professional, just professional. He knew the Knicks need him tonight. He's going to stay ready, even though he probably is hurt a little bit. His shoulders and that well. Hit some good mid-range shots. So the Knicks need every single bit of his buckets. As I say, Knicks last game needed every single bit of OG and Obi's buckets. Same thing today with Burks. Every single bucket would felt like amazing for the Knicks. They need every single bit of it. Um, Hobble Jalen Brunson had no lift. And he missed some free throws at the end. Yes, you could have said, "Oh, Jack, you just missed some free throws." But again, they're short. And I feel like that is the big common denominator between all the shots, is that they're all short. And that's not a good sign. Definitely with a leg injury, that's a foot injury, that's not a good sign. So hey, he looked good in warm-ups, looked a little bit hobbled in the game. Hopefully, you can rest that, get a good massage in, be back for game 4. And Knicks need him, but they still didn't really need him. At the end of the day, I mean, they put up a good fight. Um, Pascal Siakam 3 fouls early, which Achua did his job. He didn't need to play as much as possible because of just the 3 fouls of Pascal. And Achua was going to climb the lane, especially in the playoffs where Rick Carlisle is definitely going to be like, hey, we're going to really leave Precious open. So let's take Precious out and make sure the spacing is very well. And that's what the Knicks got back in that game. Um, yes, Achua didn't play a lot in the second half. It looks dumb, but it wasn't because Pascal was really had 3 fouls on him, and it was really not necessary to play Achua. So Dante, man, this guy was shooting the freaking nylon off the ball. It was great to see him just get his shots up. He's been up and down this playoffs, but more up. This I think he's shooting like 51% from three, crazy efficiency. Um, I mean, you know what? Let's review the Dante DiVincenzo contract. Let's do that. This is very bad podcasting for me because I'm just going to let's okay. Let's go to Hoops Hype. They have it laid out. Um, $10 million, 2023-2024 season. $11 million, 2024-25 season. 2025, 26 seasons, 11 million again. 2026, 27 seasons, 12 million. Yes, you're asking me, oh, that's a lot of money. $12 million is a lot of money. We're talking about basketball here. That's not that much money for somebody who will give you 35 a game in a game that he really needed. You needed it from him, and he gave it to you. What a steal of a contract. And I've said this whole entire season, but it showed up today. It's just like we need a man to step up, and Don DiVincenzo did the thing. He stepped up, and defensively he was great. He was good. But yeah, I mean, you got just great performance by Burks and DiVincenzo. Just two guys you wouldn't really think they would really step up, but they both stepped up. I think Dante, I kind of knew he was going to step up, but Burks, really impressive from him. He feels good for him too. As much as it feels good for the fans, it feels good for him. Getting his shots back up, getting them in, feeling like he doesn't have that short of a leash anymore. He can get some shots up. He can just feel free to cook. I mean, I don't know what much cooking he can do, but he's doing his best out there, and he's definitely limited. I feel like he definitely is limited with the shoulder, but he can shoot the middies, and those were really needed. Isaiah Hartenstein, let me talk about this. It was not on my notes. Does not look very well. He has a lot of injuries on him. As a big man who goes up for a lot of rebounds, you're going to get bruised, you're going to get bumped, and I feel like he was not that good defensively tonight. Hopefully he can get a little massage, as I say, for Jalen to get back for game 4 and give a good defensive effort, which he's shown to do. Yeah, I mean the last 4 offensive rebounds led to a Nembhard 3. I know it was a crazy 3, but you gotta secure the ball. And yes, you could be like, oh, the Knicks were just tired, but man, you gotta secure the ball there. You have to. And they couldn't. They just couldn't. And Nembhard hit that crazy 3. Now, it's last play, yes, Jalen Brunson foul baited. Yes, he foul baited. But let me explain. Let me explain to all you guys why he foul baited. Because sometimes you would foul a guy when they're up by 3 in the bonus so they can shoot 2 free throws so they wouldn't take the lead. That's what teams do. The Pacers were definitely not doing that. But what Jalen Brunson thought is that they were going to foul him. So we just chucked up a 3, see if we can get 3 shots and take him off guard. But no, they didn't even foul him. Nothing happened. Thought maybe they found him if you look closer, but it's playoff basketball, man. It's playoff basketball. I'm not complaining here. It's great effort from both teams. Keep your heads up. This was a very, very, very tough game. And also, you know what? The pessimistic side of me is like, can we get the DiVincenzo game again? Can we get the Burks game again? I don't know. But it's just great effort. And hopefully we can take a 3-1 lead like we did last and bounce back. I really trust in this team to bounce back because their backs were against the walls, but farther than this against the 76ers where they just crapped out and they let Tyrese Maxey turn to Michael Jordan. So, and then they came back the next game and it felt like nothing happened. So I trust this Knicks team to bounce back. See you guys tomorrow or the next day. Peace out. Have a nice day, and let's go Knicks. Subscribe.